Led Zeppelin is one of my favorite music artists of all time, and for Christmas I got Led Zeppelin's fourth album on vinyl. For the purposes of this video, I will call it Led Zeppelin IV. Led Zeppelin IV is one of my favorite albums of all time, and I was super excited to listen to it on vinyl. When I made it to Stairway to Heaven, I realized it was the end of side 1. I continued to listen to the album. Side 2 ends with When the Levee Breaks. After the album, I was thinking about how Stairway to Heaven sounded like such a great closer to the album, and that the opener to side 2, Misty Mountain Hop, sounded like it'd be a great opener to side 1. And that made me think, what if Led Zeppelin IV was backwards? So I decided I was going to listen to Led Zeppelin IV backwards, and I would discuss how the album works compared to the original Led Zeppelin IV. So I'll do an overview on both sides, and then I'll compare and talk about what I like and what I don't like, and just share my general thoughts on it. So the ordering for the new Led Zeppelin IV goes: Side 1, Misty Mountain Hop, 4 Sticks, Going to California, and When the Levee Breaks. Then after that, side 2 is Black Dog, Rock and Roll, The Battle of Evermore, and closing out the album, Stairway to Heaven. Before I get into what works and what doesn't work, I realized something. When I was listening to Going to California, I realized sides 1 and 2 of Led Zeppelin IV are very similar in what types of songs are on each side. There are 2 upbeat, more rock and roll-like songs, and then an acoustic song, and then a long song that builds upon itself. Okay, now about things that I think work. First thing is that Stairway to Heaven is a much better closer to Led Zeppelin IV than When the Levee Breaks. Stairway builds and changes while Levee stays the same and just feels a little anticlimactic. 4 Sticks is a nice track to be second, not as good as a track as Rock and Roll, but still pretty good. I like The Battle of Evermore as the penultimate track. The stuff that doesn't work. First, the overall order is just not as strong as the original. The transition from When the Levee Breaks to the beginning of Black Dog is not as strong as the transition from Stairway to Misty Mountain Hop. Also, I like Misty Mountain Hop opening the album, but it's just not as epic as Black Dog opening the album. I think the original ordering is the way to listen to Led Zeppelin IV, but I found this an interesting way to listen to the album, and I think you should try to listen to it this way if you're a fan of Led Zeppelin IV. I'm glad I could share my thoughts. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.